Hey, oh, she's going to chew your nose off. That's the playful chaos we wake up to most mornings. Our lives have become a whirlwind of laughter, muddy paw prints, and squeals of joy, all thanks to a bond that blossomed between an unlikely pair, a little girl named Ashley and a feisty wombat named Stormy. This isn't just a story, it's a testament to the beauty of companionship that transcends species. It's about how two very different souls, one human and one animal, found in each other not just friendship, but something deeper, a sense of belonging, of healing, of family. Their journey from heartbreak to happiness feels like something out of a modern fairy tale. It all began after one of the worst fires our region had seen in years. As the smoke cleared and the land lay scorched and silent, a tiny creature emerged from the ashes. That creature was Stormy. No burns marred her body, but she was covered in ticks, with a deep scratch across her forehead, evidence of the panic and desperation she must have felt while escaping. Her survival was a miracle, a phoenix rising from devastation. That first night was a blur. We didn't know if she would make it. We washed her gently, removed the ticks, treated the wound, and stayed by her side until the trembling stopped. There was something in her eyes, something wild and terrified, yet oddly trusting. She wasn't just a scared animal. She was a soul, searching for comfort. The next morning changed everything. Ashley, our bubbly, compassionate little girl, came bounding into the room, her eyes lighting up as they met Stormy's. There was an instant connection. No hesitation, no fear, just a child who instinctively knew that this creature needed love, and perhaps a little sister. Stormy responded by leaning into Ashley's touch. It was the first time she had shown any sign of peace since arriving. From that day on, they were inseparable. Raising a young child is a challenge. Raising two, one human and one wombat, well, that's an adventure. Ashley and Stormy quickly turned our quiet farm into their kingdom. The paddock became a stage for spontaneous dance routines, make-believe games, and mud-splattered escapades. Ashley would spin in her little dress, and Stormy would copy her movements in her own clumsy way, waddling and rolling on her stout little legs. There's never a dull moment, whether they're diving into puddles, rolling in the grass, or pretending. To be jungle explorers, the energy is infectious. You can't help but smile watching them. Stormy doesn't just follow Ashley, she mirrors her. She learned to dance, to hop playfully, and even to hide during pretend games. It's as if she's learned the language of childhood, through Ashley's laughter. But their bond isn't just about play. Every evening, as the sun dips below the hills and the sky turns golden, their energy mellows into a ritual of quiet companionship. Stormy curls up next to Ashley, both of them wrapped in a blanket, listening to a bedtime story. Their eyes close in unison, calm and trusting. It's the kind of moment that feels sacred, a living reminder that love doesn't need words. Yet, their journey hasn't been without challenges. When Stormy had to go to the vet for the first time, she trembled like a leaf. No amount of her. Maybe they won't recall every puddle splash or each giggle under the sun, but I know the feeling will remain, the feeling of safety, of joy, of knowing they were never alone. For Stormy, Ashley is more than a companion. She's family. She's the hand that reached out from the smoke, the laughter that broke through fear, the love that restored her sense of self. And for Ashley, Stormy is more than a pet. She's the adventure buddy, the secret keeper, the warm body curled. Beside her when nightmares loom, we've watched them grow. Stormy from a frightened bundle of fur into a bold, happy creature. Ashley from a bubbly child into a nurturing soul. Together, they've taught us all what it means to love without conditions. Their story reminds us that sometimes healing doesn't come from medicine or words. Sometimes healing comes from simply being seen, being loved, and knowing you matter to someone. If you've been touched by the story of Stormy and Ashley, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We've got many more beautiful tales to share. And remember, before bringing any animal into your home, especially one as unique as a wombat, do your research. Consult with experts, learn about their needs, and be sure you can offer the life they deserve. Because when you open your heart and home to a creature in need, the reward is a kind of love you never saw coming.